Okay, and then so we're starting Unit 9 today, which is transformations. So transformation is just the term that we use whenever we are changing a shape in some way. So that might be like what we're looking at today, which is reflections, or it could just be moving a shape around, which is a translation. It could be making it bigger or smaller, which both would be called an enlargement. So there's lots of different ways we can move a shape, and transformation is just the general term for that. But today we're going to be focusing on reflection, and it's probably the one that you're already most familiar with. It's just like reflecting a shape in a mirror, okay? So if you reflect an object in a mirror line, the image will be the same shape and size. So whatever you have on one side of your mirror line, it's going to be exactly the same, not twisted in any way, or not bigger or not smaller, exactly the same on the other side. So this is what we do. We count the perpendicular distance from each corner to the line. Perpendicular just means at right angles to, and you can use the grid lines to help you with that. And then you just count the same distance on the other side. Now, I know a bunch of you are probably going to, well, I don't know, I guess a bunch of you are maybe going to ignore those instructions and just try to like freehand draw this. It always leads to mistakes, okay? So follow the instructions. So, we have to draw the image of both of these in our examples. So if we look at this corner here in example 1, right, do you see how it is 3 squares from the mirror line? All I have to do is count 3 squares on the other side. So that's there. So that's the reflection of that point. And then you keep doing that for all the other corners on your shape. So this one is 1, 2, 3 from here. So I go 1, 2, 3 on this side. This one is 1 from here, so if I go here, and you see how I'm working around the shape in a sensible way. Those two are the same. Alright, don't just do random points because it can get quite confusing. Then, with a ruler, I do not want to see any free-handed drawn lines in this work. With a ruler, join up your points. And we will end up with... Oh, I've done that wrong. Oh, I need it. This is why we should use pencils, isn't it? So we will end up with the same shape. And do you see how I could tell I did that wrong? Just because it doesn't look anything like the other one. Okay, so across here. Then in here, this is this line. And here. There we go. Okay, so you can sort of tell by looking at it that that's right. And if I had left my wrong line in here, obviously it would have been wrong. Okay, example 2. This one has an extra step to it. So draw the image of shape A after reflection in the line x equals 2. So the first thing we need to do is draw the line x equals 2. Now, lines like this, people often get confused. The line x equals 2 is just the line that every single x coordinate on it is 2. So it goes down through 2 on the x-axis. So x equals 2, if you think about it, it's going to, well, I'll draw it in. It's going to be this line here. So if I draw my reflection line or my mirror line in here, this is the line x equals 2. Because if we think about every single point on this line, like this coordinate here is 2, 1, this one's 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 2 minus 3, etc. Okay, so the line x equals 2 is the line that goes down through 2 on the x-axis. It's the line that has every single x coordinate as 2. So once we've got that, then drawing the reflection is the same as before. So this point is here. This point is 2 squares away, so that's the equivalent on the other side. Working down here, this one, 2 squares. This one's the same. This one is 1 square. This one also 1 square. And that's it. So if I start to join in my lines using a ruler, I should end up with the reflection. Oh, I've done it wrong again. You're right, I'm having a nightmare here. Okay. Need to pay attention. Okay, there we go. Maybe I didn't go in a logical enough order. Yeah, that's us. Don't know why I'm making so many mistakes. Okay, so over on page 86 in your notes, there's a little extension bit of notes, but because that doesn't really go with the work that you're going to be doing in class today, I'm not going to go through that now, but we'll go through it another day. Okay, but for now, that's all the notes that we have to do today. Hopefully you are a bit more successful with it than I was there. What a disaster. That's it. I will get your exercise. Oh, I did actually want to talk to you about your exercise. So you're going to be doing exercise 11A in your textbook. Okay, you'll need to draw out these shapes beforehand and then reflect them in the mirror line. So that is quite time consuming. Just take your time and be careful. There's not that many questions, so you've got loads of time to get it done. See, with ones like question 6 here, whenever the mirror line or the reflection line is a diagonal, be super careful whenever you're drawing that in. Go through all the corners of the squares. Don't just randomly draw a diagonal line in your page, which is what lots of people do. Alright, there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I'm going to get you to give these ones a go as well. So ones like this, where the reflection line is in the middle of the original shape, so you end up with bits of the shape on either side. So they'll be overlapping each other, the shapes in these ones. So from 9 onwards, the shapes will be overlapping. Give them a go. Okay, that's us. See you next time.